Hello, and welcome back to another video today. Again, I've got another album like review slash rating, but this time it's a bit different. It's not a new album will come out. So with these videos I tried to make it so it's the first time I've heard it, so it's my first time reactions to it. But I've been asked by a few people I know to do on this group, because this is probably in the UK where I'm from. They're probably the biggest and most relevant artist at the moment, really. And the artist is D Block Europe. So I'm going to be reviewing their most recent album, Home Alone, which came out February 15th, 2019. So it's still in this year, but it's 56 minutes long. I guess let's just see what it's about. The first song is just called Intro. Let's get straight into it. See, a couple of these songs I've heard snippets of them because my friends bang them out. Just a bit average. They've been gassed up quite a lot, so I'm expecting big things here. They get quite addictive, really. I can hear myself in my head singing it now. It was a decent song, like I said during it. It was getting quite addictive after a while, but I do feel like it was probably just a bit too long. It wasn't a bad intro, it's just the intro of an album, so what can you, there's not much really to say about it. It was getting addictive, and I can see why people were starting to like them so much. And the second song on the album, just over 3 minutes long, I've heard this one before, it's called Kitchen Kings. So I'll still show a bit of my reaction to it, but I have heard it before. To be fair, this song is an absolute banger. The chorus is so hard. It gets stuck in your head so much. Like I said about that song anyway, it's a banger. I like it. It's a good song. The chorus is catchy. Not much to say about it. It's a very good song. And the third song, now it's a little bit over 2 minutes. I've also had this one before. Running Man is also a bit of a banger. So I'll just show a bit of my reaction again, but I have heard it before. To be fair, another banging chorus, and I think Young Adz, I actually have no idea what the other guy's called, but Young Adz has some outlandish lyrics. That is so nice. Again, it's a very good song. It's a banger, chorus is good, lyrics are quite good actually. They're a bit outlandish, like I said. Not much to really say about it. Let's get on to the fourth track, Bust It Down. Just over 2 minutes long, so let's see what it's about. They just love talking about sex, I'm not gonna lie. Their chorus is so catchy, it's actually ridiculous. And that is probably why everyone is starting to love them so much. Ask me what her favourite number is, it's 69. All my hitters up in jail right now, they're doing time. They weren't as good as the previous two songs, really. It was a bit weaker, but it was still decent. The choruses are just so good. Young Adz, in my opinion, so far, even though we're just 4 tracks in, but so far, Young Adz seems to be carrying the other guy. Not being funny, even the fact, when other people speak about him, I see Young Adz on Twitter and stuff like this a bit more than the other bloke. But he's still good, don't get me wrong, it's just that I think Young Adz, with the choruses and stuff, is just so catchy, and he's just brilliant. Alright, on to track 5 now. It's called I Remember. Nearly 3 minutes long. See, so far it's been decent, I'm not gonna lie. I expected a bit worse. I thought everyone was just gassing it, but they are pretty good. So I Remember, let's go. This one's taking a bit longer to start up. They come in hard. Again, the chorus. See, he's not perfect at singing, but it just seems to work as well. They love talking about sex and drugs. That's really what it's about, but it's so hard somehow. So far, it's so hard. Nice little outro, really. That was a very good track, to be fair. Maybe not as good as Kitchen Kings and Running Man, but it was still a banger. The choruses, I'm going to keep on saying this, I think, over and over again, but the choruses are so good. They're so catchy, and that's what you need from a chorus. You need something that's going to get stuck in your head. That bit is definitely they're so superior to most other artists that I've heard. in that department, really, with catchiness. So I'm actually quite excited to listen to more of this album now. So let's get into track 6, Careful. Let's just get straight into it. I'm lost for words at the moment. It's a bit different to the other ones, but it's decent. I like it. Again, the chorus is so hard. This song's a bit more soothing, but it's so nice as well. Again, very good song. I like it still. The choruses, again, I'm gonna just keep saying it, the chorus is catchy. The actual song was a bit different to the other ones. It weren't as much of a banger, but it was still nice. It was nice, and it was a bit more calmer, but I liked it. Let's get straight into the next song. The next one, track number 7, Kettle Pouring, just under 3 minutes. I hope they keep this up. That's a good way to come in. That's got me listening straight away, not gonna lie. The thing is, they're actually showing different rap styles as well. They're not all just one flow and stuff. They've actually got different flows to it, so at least they're versatile as well as with these catchy choruses. It's not only the choruses what they're relying on. That's me pouring the kettle. Spend £1,000 on machines, even though the beef thing all boring. Shut the work, but they on it. A very good song again. Kettle Pouring, I like it. It was a bit different to the Kitchen Kings and stuff again. It was a bit of not a banger, it was a bit more soothing again. Lyrics were cool. And I had to Google his name. LB is his name. He was also very good on that. He weren't just young ad seeming like he carried it. Yeah, LB was a very good performance on it as well. Like I said, during it, they showed different kind of rap flows. They're so far on this album, in total, by the way, they haven't just been a one-trick pony. They've been doing other flows and stuff like this. I'm liking it. I think I'm converting to enjoying D Block Europe, to be honest. On to track 8 out of 19 is Dreads in Plaits. 2 minutes 44. Let's listen to it. We can go eat in some places that you ain't heard before. That's quite nice bar, to be fair. It weren't their best one, to be fair. It was okay. It weren't as good as some of the others I've liked. It was just a decent song, nothing great. Yeah, that's probably the weakest one actually out of all of them so far. I didn't really like it, but I'm still liking the whole album, don't get me wrong. Alright, let's go on to track number 9 now. It's called Keeper. It's 4 minutes long, but it has got 3 people featuring in it, which is Nath Smalls, M Huncho and Lil Pino. I've heard of M Huncho before, I haven't heard of the other two, I'm not gonna lie. So let's get straight into this song. The chorus is decent, not as good as some of the other ones. I didn't really like that one, to be honest. That was, I wasn't really into the instrumental straight away or anything like that. It was just a bit meh, and I feel like it was a bit too long, really. Maybe too many features, because there is obviously 2 in their group already. So, but no, it weren't their best one by far. Don't get me wrong. Let's get on to the next track, In Pain Season. Just over 3 minutes long. Let's see what this one is about. See if it's been an improvement from the last 2 songs. Better than the previous one, don't get me wrong. I'm liking this vibe a bit, to be fair. Switching it up, but not boring. How the fuck they trying to give me 1,000 to go stage? 18, 20 on my watch and chain. How the fuck you stunning with? You don't take no cheap deals. That was just probably another maybe above average. If the other ones were average, this one's a bit above average. It was alright. I wouldn't probably put it on my playlist. It was just decent. They're going through a bit of a down period now. Maybe not being fair, the last 3 songs I've not been blown out the way with or anything like that. But hopefully they can try and pick it up from now, because I actually really want to like them from hearing the start of this album. So let's go on to track number 11. You're Strong. 2 minutes 26 seconds long. Let's hear what this one's about. Maybe this one might sound too similar to the previous one, that's the problem. The singing's lovely. You're Strong, better than the other 3, don't get me wrong. Still a decent song, I liked it. The singing on it was very nice. I think it was Young Ads who done that as well. It was a good good chorus and stuff like that. They like I said obviously before, they're starting to slack off a little bit. It's not as much bangers. Maybe they need another banger into it now, and hopefully this one can be. It's called Smoking. It's 3 minutes 12 seconds long. Let's just hope they can try and pick it up a little bit more, like they're starting to with the last song. Let's just hopefully they can give it a nice hit up. Didn't expect to hear him like that. I like this bit. It's different, it sounds different. At least they're trying to change everything up. That song was pretty different to some of their others, to be fair. It was probably a bit too long. I didn't really like the length of it, really. I'm trying so hard to like them, but then I just feel like maybe as this is 19 songs, it might be getting a bit too much now to just listen to 19 tracks from them in a row. But I'm gonna obviously listen out to the full album. We're on track 13 now. It's called Feedback, and this one is under 3 minutes. So hopefully, being a shorter song, it might be better than some of the previous ones. This one's better than the other ones, don't get me wrong. This song felt longer than like 2 minutes 50 seconds, not gonna lie. That song was, even though it was shorter, it felt really long. I don't know what to make of it. It was quite good, but it just felt like it went on for a lot longer than it probably should have. They're still not bad. Like the choruses are still getting stuck on my head. Like they're all of them getting stuck on my head. It's just that it's like the bits before and after and the bits in between, which is just a bit meh at times. But let's go on to the next track. This one's called Luke Cage. This one's 2 minutes and 1 second long. So hopefully, the shorter the track, it sounds so much better than some of the other ones. Let's go. Ooh, I didn't expect this instrumental. I'll be in the kitchen playing with the stove. My wife, she put that drug reference, obviously. Luke Cage was quite a good song actually. It was a nice different little switch up to some of the others. It was like slow but not too slow. It went the right amount of length, which has been a bit of a problem from the last couple of songs really. It was decent. I quite liked it, not gonna lie. Now let's go on to the next track, She Wants Love. So I guess this is gonna obviously probably talk more about sex than drugs, but it's 3 minutes 15 seconds long. Let's see what it's about. His singing works as well. It's not even perfect, but it works. That was quite hard. His singing chorus is lovely. She Wants Love, very good song. I liked it. The singing chorus, like I said, was very, very nice. It was, even like I've said a few times already, even though he hasn't got the best singing voice, it still works. Like it's just pretty good. And like I said, they're trying to show the versatility of their rap ways as such. I didn't really like to word that well, but there you go. They're showing their versatility on rap. So it was improvement. That's the best way to put it. My neck is looking hella long. It's always that long. The next one is called This Love. Bit average this one really, isn't it? It was just average. It weren't great. It weren't terrible. Don't get me wrong. It was just a bit of an average song. I didn't really get into the groove of it like a couple of the other songs. That's the thing with them. I think I've not really disliked any songs. I just haven't got into the vibe of them songs. I think if I listened to them multiple times, I probably wouldn't end up enjoying them. But obviously it's my first reaction to them, so I'm just going off that. But get on to track number 17 now. And it is 2 minutes 31 seconds long. It is called Bankroll. There we go. Bit of a different instrumental. This instrumental is nice. It might beat whatever. That was quite nice. I like that one. It was different. It was nice. I like the instrumental, like I said. The way they rapped was quite good over it. Again, the chorus was great. Chorus is catchy. That was a big improvement to some of the other songs that they've had, what was a bit lackluster. Okay, let's go to the second to last track now. It's called Home Alone, obviously the name of the album also. Let's see what this one's about. It's got Dino and Swarms. I think it's Swarms. Yeah, whatever. Dino and I've heard of them two anyway. I was definitely Dino. Obviously, people know him from. But he rapped a lot with KETTLE, as people would know him from. So this one's 2 minutes and 48 seconds long. Let's see what it's about. Coming nice. I like this, it's nice. Dino is very good at singing. I'll give him that. His chorus is growing on me so much as well. Home Alone, a very good song actually. I did quite like that. Dino was great on it. Swarms, one of the two. He was good on it as well, and so were D Block Europe. Were very good on it. Like I said, the chorus is good. The singing was nice. It was good. I liked it. All right, let's get on to the last song now of D Block Europe's album Home Alone. This one's called Gold. 3 minutes 23 seconds long, and I'm hoping they end it off as a banger the way they started this album. So let's go. That's nice. I think this is Lil Pino's on it again. I think he's come on. I think this is him. Whoever it is, come on very well. Talking about sex. Yeah. You know what? Gold was quite a good song. It weren't the best way for them to end the album, I don't think. But it was decent still. It weren't a bad song. It just wasn't great. It weren't the way that they started it off as such. Alright, let's go on to my overall thoughts of the whole album. You know what? It was actually pretty decent. It weren't bad. I don't see... I've heard people say, or people said to me, that they haven't got a bad song. Now, I think that's a bit of a stretch. They probably weren't... They weren't... Well, actually, maybe not a stretch, but they haven't got... Not every song is an absolute banger. They haven't necessarily got a really bad song from this album alone. I haven't heard like anything from their other album. But there is a couple of bangers on it as well. I quite liked it. I think I'm converting to them now. So if I do hear them bring out another song, I know they're bringing out an album later on in this year, maybe next year, but they're going to bring out another album, and I'll do a reaction to that as well. My least favourite songs on the album, I'll probably say In Pain Season, Keeper, and This Love, probably my least favourite. So I just thought I wouldn't add them to a playlist at all. I wouldn't really listen to them again, really. Favourite songs off the album, Kitchen Kings and Running Man, absolute bangers. I Remember, Careful, Kettle Pouring, also bangers. And then probably Bankroll and Home Alone, I quite like them too as well. They were decent songs also. Now if I was going to rate the album out of 10, now if it kept up the way it did start, I probably would have rated it quite high, maybe into even a 9 if it started that way, because I was loving near enough every song. I think the album was probably a bit too long. 19 tracks is quite a lot really, if they're not going to switch up too much, and quite little features also, or big name features as well. But then they were still quite small then. It's really now that they're starting to get proper big, and everyone's starting to love them. But if I'm going to be realistic, I've realised I've probably been a bit too generous to some of my other ones, so I'll probably be a bit stricter. I'll probably give them a 7 out of 10. I think that's quite respectable for someone who. But you got to remember, I've also first time I've heard them. So for someone who's heard them for the first time and the whole album straight away, a 7 out of 10 is quite respectable. if you've got to think about it, maybe after listening to it 3 or 4 times, I might love it. I might start to really like it. But I think 7 out of 10 is quite good. Alright, that's it for the video today. Comment down below what other albums or songs or anything you want me to react to or talk about. I'm willing to talk about most things, really. Don't forget to like and subscribe and put on post notifications so you know when I've uploaded. And I'll see you later.